Let me begin with you, Lutfi. How is your part going so far? Perhaps you could provide me with some information about accommodation and transportation.
Okay, thank you, Masato. For the first day, customer will check in at the River Cruise Hotel after doing the regular registrations. Customers wish they stay at this hotel until 7 August. This means tourists will return to the hotel after doing activities and visiting the place. In the schedule, we will hear from Imanina later. And on 7 August, as we know, the planet's destination is Chichin Extreme Theme Park. So customers check out from the hotel, river cruise, and stay at the resort Pengkalan Balak Ridge on the day. This is to make it easier of customer when they arrive at the resort. I will also explain to them about the place and the rules that they should follow while they are staying at the resort. And regarding your transportation, we will provide the company bus to send customers to a place of interest. We will use the bus if we receive a lot of customers on the day. We will only use the van when we receive a small number of customers. So the plan is we will see which one is more suitable to use forbidden tourists to the place to visit. To the community of knowledge of you all as well when able to good condition and safe to carry tourists and also can be used in the future and of course during the visit. I will tell customer about the place to be visited to add more fun. So that's all from me. We go to next person.
Thank you, Lutfi. How about you, Imanina? Can you please provide me with what have done you with your itinerary so far? Have you listed some place? Because are in the choice season for 6 days, so I want to know which destination our tourists should go.
Okay, thank you, May. On to August. As soon they arrive at Melaka, they can stay at River Cruise Hotel. This hotel is just about 1 kilometer from both the Melaka ferry terminal. It is just located near the Melaka River, and tourists can enjoy seaside of Unspal Island along the coast of Melaka by taking the cruise. On the second day, at 3 August, tourists can go to the Cerana Putih Hot Spring. They can enjoy the hot spring both to relaxing their body and ease their mind. Okay, for the next day, on 4 August, tourists can go to Melaka Botanical Garden. Tourists can visit a lot of recreational facility here, as like Melaka Forest Museum, the Orang Asli Park, watchtower, and beautiful picnic spot. Here, tourists can enjoy the beautiful of flora and fauna. So the next day is on 5 August. They can go to the Maritime Museum, or the other names is for the Lamas, a replica of Portuguese ship. This unique museum is a lighter trip back into the Malacca past history. Tourists can see a lot of artifacts and documents from Malacca Sultan, Portuguese and British administration are depicted in the museum. On 6 August, tourists can go to Pekala Balak Beach. This place is very suitable for want to feel beach environment and see a sunset. For people who love fishing, PBB is very famous as a place for fishing activity. For the last day, 7 August, Chin Extreme Theme Park is one at the most attractive place to visit in Melaka. The main attraction here The main attraction here surely the beautiful lake. They can enjoy the mini water park, although it's not as big as other water park, but it can keep a budget for a person. Thank you. That's all from me.
Good job. Well done, Imanina. Now, because our tourist attraction has 7 locations and we ride the bus, let's hear from Nizar. I was curious about the cost of the vehicle and how many drivers are required for this vacation.
Thank you, student A, for your great question. We are provided the layman power in 4%. These services provided by our company to make it easy to tourists visit our hotel, our accommodation. These 4% choose based on their performance, handle and manage the group of tourists. The tourists come to our accommodation mostly from the Singapore, England, and Vietnam. They're able to speak more than 3 languages, which is English, Malay, and Mandarin. The 4% in the 4% as the daily manpower consists 3 male and 1 male. Okay, next I will accurately to tell the number of person in charge to assure the tourist is 2%. They have the experience to conducting the vacation as a tour guide or management stand in line with the prospect of the talent and ability to control the human and the big number of the tourists. They also familiarity with the route and direction of place in Malacca. These services really need by the tourists. They have a lot of knowledge to tell about history, every places in Malacca. About the driver are using uh, as the way to conduct us to the place, and then it is important to have 4% to uh, control and handle the tourists. The transportation as a rent or reservation to visit the place in Malacca, as usually we are provided the bus. Normally a group of tourists using bus or van, but for this time of vacation, we are provided the bus to the bit of the number of tourists, because the number of person is between 10 until 40 per heat. The bus was provided has 47 seats. This really make it is easy to group of tourists visit the place in Malacca together. It is very comfortable bus we was provide. And then the waiting station is in front of our hotel. Then the tourist must send a leader of group to take the ticket and counter ticketing. The waiting station was provided to tourists wait the bus to start and take them to visit the interesting place in Malacca. The ticket available to use in sick day. The one ticket just used to in sick day. That's all for me. Thank you.
That's good to hear, Nizar. For the last one, Farah, if you don't mind, I will be glad to hear the grandstand about the food and beverage for during the trip. I want to know about the cost of food in our holiday, whether the cost of food for our tourists.
Thank you, May. I will continue with my part, which is food and bread. I will describe about the food and bread along the trip. Before that, I would like to say the cost for food and bread only 380 for 7 days. I have planned several types of the food that are suitable to be eating during in 7 day trip. And most important, the food is suitable to be eaten by all kinds of race that follow this introduction. During this trip, we will provide food as much 4 times a day. We will provide for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and supper. is to excuse that the participants are always energetic and able to carry out all activity planned properly. We also provide additional food as a break, snack, and mineral water to the participants of this group. We want to make sure they are always in a state of release and energy. We plan to eat in an attractive and comfortable area. We want to excuse a comfortable atmosphere and a beautiful view while enjoying the food. Through this process can help participants feel calm and comfortable while eating. In the food provided is clean and delicious. Hygiene is major key in a meal preparation. Clean food can excuse no food poisoning. Although that food we had no fancy, but is very delicious and is tasty. We will do our best because your stability is our goal. That's all for today.
You are doing great, Farah. Thank you for all the information. From what I heard in terms of accommodation and transportation, itinerary, transportation, food and beverage, I propose that the cost per head for 1 week be 1,445 ringgit, which is bus ticket in 6 days, 350 ringgit for adult and 250 ringgit for child in 6 days. For the resort 1 days, 45 ringgit per head for adult and child, 5 days in 1 night in hotel, 450 ringgit per head for adult and child, and 6 days interesting for the 6 days interesting place ticket is 50 ringgit per head for adult and child. And for the food and beverage is 300 ringgit per head for adult and child because it takes 4 times per day. And do you agree with my opinion?
Yes, of course, student A.
I agree with your opinion, student A.
How about student B and C? Do you agree with my opinion?
Yeah, I'm agree with your opinions.
Okay, never mind. Thank you all for attending our meeting today. Assalamualaikum. Stop the record.